Hello and welcome to Excel Essentials. In this session, we'll be covering the text split function. I'm going to show you how to do and use the text split function. So as you can see, I have a list of names in A2, and as you see, they're all split by commas. Now, text split can be used to split items into columns, or they can be used to split items into rows. And if needed, you can split it into both as well. And I will show you that in this session. So as you can see, I want a list of these people's names, but I want them all in columns. So we're first of all going to open up our formulas with an equals, and then we're going to type text split. Now we're going to open the bracket and we're going to select where our text is, which is going to be this A2. Now, we know we want it as a column, so we're going to use this delimiter and we're going to put in that comma, which is separating all of these values. And as you see, there's other parts of the formula which we can fill in, but the main ones we need to fill in, or the most important ones initially to start off your formula, is the text and delimiter. So what we're going to do is we're now going to close it, and I'm going to hit enter. And as you can see, it's now split these names across. So I'm just going to make this slightly wider. Let me make that a little bit smaller so it's all on screen. And as you can see, we've got Calvin Watkins, Hannah Tran, Melinda Beard, Leslie Johnson, and so on. And let's say your manager actually wanted this as a name under the other. You can do that too. Now we're going to do equals text split again. And we're going to start it off the same way we did last time by selecting A2. Now for this column delimiter, we don't want to split it. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave it empty and do another comma. Now for those of you on European keyboard, you will have to use semicolon, as this is generally how you get to different parts and functions of your formula in Excel anyway. And now we're on to row delimiter. And obviously we want to split it, and we know the same delimiter as last time, and that it will be a comma. And once you're done with that, you can close it and hit enter. And as you see, you've got all their names now down, one after the other in each row. Now I'm going to show you a more advanced version of using text split. Now, I mentioned this slightly earlier when I was talking about splitting values by column and rows, and that's what we're going to use in this example. Now, as you can see, we've got a cell with data in, and you can see it's got an employee name followed by their salary and their department. And then we've got something that's splitting each of these values as well. Now, as you can see, splitting the name and the salary and the department, there is a comma. And splitting the department and the name is a different delimiter in form of an asterisk. Now, that can help us in splitting this data. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to start with equals text split, and we're going to open up the brackets, and we're going to do the cell that click on the cell for where the value is, so in A1, and then we're going to use the column delimiter being the comma, and we're going to close the brackets, and we're just going to have a look at how it looks. So as you see, we've got a name, a salary, department, and so on. But you see there's a bit of issue in how some of the data looks in some of the cells. For example, you have sales and Rob in this cell here, where it just doesn't look exactly right. Now, this is where we're going to split all these values into their rows. So we're going to come back to our text split formula. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a comma, and we're going to split by row. So we're going to open the speech marks, put an asterisk, and close it. Now, when I hit enter, you see it now follows and pulls it into a tabular form. And as you can see, we have the values here. We have the person's name, their salary, and department. Thank you for listening, and stay tuned for more Excel Essentials.